Yo, what's up guys, Mega Deep here today bringing you another Mega Evolution Team Strategy Guide. If you could support this series by leaving a quick like, comment on what you think to the team and any recommendations of the team you would make, and of course subscribe for more. So today the team I'm going to be explaining is a high propensity team built around the strongest Mega Evolution revealed within Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and that is Mega Salamence. Mega Salamence is an absolute monster and is definitely going to get banned to Ubers. Mega Salamence's stats backs this statement up as it got an extremely noticeable boost in pretty much every stat. It's already a dominating attack stat increased from 135 base to an outrageous 145 base attack, and not only that, its underrated special attack got boosted from 110 to 120 base special attack, making Mega Salamence even more versatile than it already was. To continue on with its amazing offensive boost, Megamence's speed has increased from a relatively fast 100 to an extremely threatening 120 base speed, making Megamence the 6th fastest Pokemon in OU. That's not all, Mega Salamence's main boost it received was in defense, escalating from 80 base defense to a bulky 130 base defense, creating Salamence into an absolute tank. Lastly, Megamence got a slight boost in its special defense, raising from 80 to 90 base special defense. To summarise, Mega Salamence received amazing boost, combined with its diverse move pool. Mega Salamence is now the #1 threat in the tier. There are various sets that are viable for Megamence, but the set I am using is the standard sub-DD variant, which is the most threatening set, and the EVs are 252 attack, 120 HP, 136 speed. Adamant Nature, holding the Salamencite. Its attacks are Substitute, Dragon Dance, Roost and Return, and its ability is Aerialate. 136 speed EVs allows Mega Salamence to outspeed Jolly Max Speed Landorus T, and the rest in HP to provide Mega Salamence with more bulk, giving it more opportunities to set up and decimate teams. 200 EVs can be ran in speed to allow regular Ments to outspeed Jolly Max Speed MAMOSWINE, live an Ice Shard and take it out, but generally 136 EVs is the preferred set. Substitute allows Mega Salamence to set up on one of its main counters, ROTOM-WASH, as it can dodge a Will-O-Wisp. Volt Switch and Hydro Pump are unable to break Megamence's sub, therefore Mence can proceed to set up. Substitute also shields Mega Salamence from other status such as Leech Seed, which means Mega Salamence has a much easier time setting up versus Ferrothorn. Also protects from being revenge killed and priority users, making Megamence even more of a problem to deal with. Dragon Dance further boosts its scary stats, and after a few subs from behind the sub or threatening Pokemon out, Mega Salamence completely destroys through teams even that are prepared for it. Such is the power of this monstrosity. Roost is ran over a potential coverage move such as EQ for longevity, and Return is Megamence's form of attack, and thanks to its new ability Aerialate, stab boosted, Aerialate boosted returns hit everything in the tier relatively hard at least. With the right team support, Mega Salamence has an even easier time setting up and sweeping through opponents' teams. An alternative set would be to run Facade over Return and Earthquake over Sub, making ROTOM-WASH the perfect setup fodder for Megamence. After a burn and a DD boost, Facade is a guaranteed 2-hit KO on ROTOM-WASH. Earthquake is there for coverage, allowing Salamence to hit Heatran and Tyranitar, and this set is more commonly used on teams who are somewhat weak to ROTOM-WASH. Coming on to its checks and counters now, its main counters are bulky steel types such as Skarmory, Bronzong, Ferrothorn, as well as ROTOM-WASH, Mega Slowbro and Hippowdon, while its checks are MAMOSWINE, which is one of its biggest checks thanks to priority Ice Shard, as well as Mega Glalie. Other priority users who can pick off Megamence after it's been pre-weakened such as Talonflame and Bisharp. Other checks are Clefable, Landorus T, Heatran and Tyranitar if not running Earthquake, Klefki and Thunderous who can cripple it with T-Wave if not behind a sub, and Faster Pokes who can revenge kill if Megamence doesn't have any boosts like Greninja, the Lati Twins and Choice Scarfers. Because of Mega Salamence's main counters being bulky steel type foes, the first team member I have added is Magnezone. Magnezone is the best partner to run alongside Mega Salamence as it can trap and eliminate steel types for Mega Salamence barring Heatran. Because of this, Magnezone right now is one of the most used Pokemon in early ORAS, and the set I've decided to use is a Scarf set, and the EVs are 252 special attack, 252 speed, 4 special defense, Timid Nature, holding the Choice Scarf, and its attacks are Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon and Hidden Power Fire, and its ability is Magnet Pull. Timid Scarf allows Magnezone to outspeed positive base 110 and below, which enables Scarf Zone to serve as a decent check to Keldeo and Gengar, etc. With that being said, the main purpose for Magnezone, as stated before, is to trap steel types, and is most effective at trapping Skarmory, Scizor, Ferrothorn and Klefki, but it can occasionally trap Jirachi if not running Fire Punch, and eliminate them all with HP Fire, and allows Zone to catch Escadrille Switch on a predicted electric type stab. Volt Switch gains tons of momentum, and Thunderbolt is Magnezone's strongest attack, which lets Zone hit annoying walls such as Slowbro as hard as possible. Flash Cannon is the secondary stab move of choice, letting Magnezone hit Fairy and Rock types such as Clef and Tyranitar, which are checks to Mega Salamence. The next team member is Greninja. Before the release of the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire metagame, Greninja was an absolute threat within the X and Y meta, and it is now able to deal with certain counters such as AZUMARILL, Clefable and Sylveon thanks to its new move Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot Greninja is one of the most frightening mons in the game, which contributes to Greninja now only having 3 counters, and they are Chansey, Assault Vest Kyurem Black and Empoleon. But on the contrary, certain checks do appear depending on its final coverage move. If running HP Fire, Mega Slowbro, Keldeo, Manaphy, Mega Venusaur, Conkeldurr, Mew and Rotom-WASH all become checks. However, if running Dark Pulse, Keldeo, Ferrothorn, Scizor, Conkeldurr and Mega Venusaur are all checks to Greninja. Finally, if running Extra Sensory, as the last move, Ferrothorn, Scizor, Mew, Mega Slowbro and Jirachi all become checks to Ninja. As a result of Greninja's fantastic diversity, Greninja will unfortunately be suspected, with the likely result causing Greninja to be banished to Ubers alongside Mega Salamence once the meta has fully been established. The set I am running is the standard all-out attacker, and the EVs are 252 special attack, 252 speed, 4 attack, Hasty Nature, holding the Life Orb, and its attacks are Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Gunk Shot, and HP Fire or Dark Pulse, and its ability is Protean. Maximum speed and special attack investment with a Timid Nature, along with Protean ability and the Life Orb, gives Greninja maximum power and a huge advantage over many fast unboosted threats, including Alakazam, Starmie, the Lati twins, as well as Choice Scarf Tyranitar. It also ensures its speed ties with opposing Greninja, which can be very important. Thanks to its amazing move pool, Greninja attains great power and coverage to put a huge dent in many opposing teams, being able to check a lot of threats in the tier. Hydro Pump is the most powerful special attack that Greninja can opt to run. Ice Beam is essential for this set, as it provides coverage against grass and dragon types, and also operates as Greninja's main stab move if Hydro Pump's inaccuracy is too risky. Gunk Shot is a requirement, allowing Ninja to straight up OHKO Azumarill, Sylveon and Clefable as mentioned before, and also to hit KO Blissey after Stealth Rocks. Dark Pulse can be used as the final move to 2-hit KO Mega Slowbro, which otherwise is a problem for Mega Salamence, as it can easily take unboosted hits and threaten Megaments with Ice Beam and slack off any damage it may have taken. Running Dark Pulse also frees up a lot of pressure on Magnezone to have to deal with Mega Bro, and enables Zone to reliably do its job of trapping Steel types. HP Fire should be considered, as Greninja lures in Ferrothorn and can then 2-hit KO it, again alleviating pressure on Magnezone as Shed Shells becoming increasingly common. Overall, Greninja adds to a great offensive core on the team, as Greninja applies tons of offensive pressure against most teams, making it one of the most threatening Pokemon in the tier. Continuing on, the next Pokemon is MAMOSWINE. MAMOSWINE is introduced as it also benefits from Magnezone trapping Steel types and has good offensive synergy with Mega Salamence and Greninja, further pressuring Rotom-WASH, which in turn gives Mega Salamence more opportunities to set up, as well as serving as a reliable check to opposing Mega Salamence and other dragon types such as Mega Sceptile. Not only that, MAMOSWINE is one of the best leads in the game, as it is easily able to set up rocks, which working on a hyper offense team forces a lot of pressure, and the additional damage will start to rack up, making Mega Salamence's job of sweeping much easier. With this in mind, the set I'm running is a Focus Sash variant, and the EVs are 252 attack, 252 speed, 4 special defense, Jolly Nature holding the Focus Sash. Its attacks are Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Ice Shard and Icicle Spear, and its ability is Oblivious. Stealth Rocks is MAMOSWINE's main role and benefits hyper offensive teams to the highest degree. Earthquake is MAMOSWINE's main stab move and hits relatively hard despite the lack of a boosting item. Ice Shard is to check certain threats and pick off weak Pokemon, and Icicle Spear is ran to aid MAMOSWINE's ability to beat other leads in the game, breaking sashes against the likes of Breloom, which MAMOSWINE can outspeed if running a Jolly Nature, and Garchomp, in which it can live any attack thanks to its Focus Sash and Strike Back. Finally, Oblivious is ran over Thick Fat to ensure MAMOSWINE is unaffected by Taunt, and can then reliably set up Stealth Rocks at will. The next team member added is LANDORUS-T. Scarf Landorus T works exceptionally well on offensive based teams and also flourishes under the influence of Magnezone, which aims to remove bulky steel types, and that is the main priority of this team. Landorus T also provides invaluable pivots as well as being a fighting resist for Magnezone. So with this in mind, I decided to add the Scarf variant of Landorus T, and the EVs are 252 attack, 252 speed, 4 defense. Jolly Nature holding the choice Scarf, and its attacks are Earthquake, U-Turn, Knockoff and Stone Edge, and its ability is Intimidate. Landorus T provides a Vault Turn partnership alongside Magnezone, gaining valuable momentum for the team. Dual Scarfers also catch teams off guard and in turn can snatch a few surprise kills. Landorus T also lures in ROTOM-WASH whilst completely able to U-turn on the switch to get Megaments inside for free. Earthquake is Landorus T's main stab and dispatches Heatran and Tyranitar. Knockoff is still extremely good, able to dispose of opposing items which can be huge, and also lets Landorus T hit incoming Gengar, which are immune to EQ and can serve as a consistent check to the Lati Twins. U-turn also to check the Lati Twins and Greninja etc, but mainly to provide the team with momentum. And finally Stone Edge is to revenge kill Talonflame, Dragonite and Thunderous etc. Landorus T constitutes to an exceptionally powerful physical core of Mega Salamence, MAMOSWINE and Landorus T. The final team member is a toss up between AZUMARILL and ROTOM-WASH. Currently the team looks extremely weak to Keldeo, particularly the Scarf variant, as it is able to outspeed and revenge kill every mon on the team. Therefore AZUMARILL was decided to be able to rectify this problem. The set I decided to run is the standard Assault Vest set, and the EVs are 226 HP, 252 attack and 32 speed. Adamant Nature holding the Assault Vest. Its attacks are Play Rough, Waterfall, Aqua Jet and Knockoff or Superpower, and its ability is Huge Power. 32 EVs are ran in speed to outspeed opposing AZUMARILL, who opt to run either 12 or 24 in either speed or occasional special defense, as it gives AZUMARILL an odd HP number, meaning it will take less damage from entry hazard switchings and weather effects. 236 HP EVs enables Azu to hit that important odd HP stat, while still remaining bulky enough to take both physical and special hits, and the rest is dumped into attack to make use of Azu's decent move pool, powerful stab attacks, priority and its ability Huge Power. Aqua Jet is mandatory because without it, AZUMARILL can't revenge kill weakened Pokemon or outspeed faster Pokemon such as MAMOSWINE, Volcarona and Landorus. Play Rough is a powerful stab move that is great for weakening down one of its most common switchings, ROTOM-WASH, as well as dealing massive damage to Dragon, Dark and Fighting types. Knockoff is the preferred move in the third move slot because AZUMARILL can screw around with other common switchings like Ferrothorn and Skarmory by removing their item. And finally Waterfall gives AZUMARILL a much more powerful water type stab to hit bulky Pokemon such as Hippowdon and Heatran. The major advantage that this set has over the Choice Band set is AZUMARILL is no longer restricted to using one move at a time, giving it more freedom to alternate between moves, limiting its pool of reliable switchings. However, with running AZUMARILL, the team doesn't have any particular mons who appreciate switching into opposing ROTOM-WASH, barring Magnezone, who then again wouldn't welcome the residual damage from Burn. Therefore, I opted for my own ROTOM-WASH. With in mind that Keldeo is still a problem without Azu, I decided to run a special defensive set, and the EVs are 252 HP, 212 special defense and 44 speed. Calm Nature holding the leftovers, and its attacks are Hydro Pump, Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp and Pain Split, and its ability is Levitate. The standard ROTOM-WASH set that gives the team a decent check for Keldeo and can also switch into opposing Rotom. The team doesn't necessarily need any help in weakening other Rotoms, as it is pressured immensely by the team already, but ROTOM-WASH can be considered to take unwanted burns and also add towards our Vault Turn core. And that's the team, guys. Quickly before I leave, to summarise the team, it's pretty much the standard hyper offensive Mega Salamence team running around on the ladder, or a similar variation at least, which I built as soon as the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Megas appeared on Showdown, before the ladder was introduced shortly after, and it is definitely one of the most powerful teams I have ever made. The team works by trapping and removing threats to the physical core of Megaments, Landorus T and MAMOSWINE, whilst pressuring ROTOM-WASH in order to weaken it to the point where it no longer checks Mega Salamence. Mega Salamence has no problem setting up on a lot of the meta and sweeping through teams. I would recommend running AZUMARILL over ROTOM-WASH if you decide to run the Facade variant of Mega Salamence, and that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this explanation. Let me know what you think to the team in the comment section below. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and of course subscribe for more. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.